Right now, Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We've got things to talk about on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome inside the Fan Cave. This is the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. We do it nightly. Call us at 412-575-2600. That's the number of the Bordas & Bordas hotline. You can also tweet at KD Pomp, along with at Chris Mueller PGH. Chris is in a festive mood. He joins us over at 93.7 The Fan. I saw you today. I suspect you have the same coat on, which means you're in a very, very generous mood tonight, Chris. Is that correct?
Generous mood? Like I'm just going to be nice about everything?
Yes.
Is that what you mean?
It's a happy time of year. I'm sure you're very happy about everything that transpired yesterday in Carolina.
Man, I was left with the overwhelming feeling of, so what? It was the, as far as wins go in the NFL, it was equivalent to, I don't know, getting a pair of socks under the Christmas tree or a six-pack of white crew neck socks or crew socks, right? Where you say, oh, great. Thanks so much. That's awesome. I'm so excited. I was hit, honestly, Bob, watching that game by the overwhelming feeling of so what. Like it felt like a very, and this is a rarity, certainly in Mike Tomlin's era, a very inconsequential Steelers game. Offensive line was good. Trubisky executed the offense that they want to run, which is extremely conservative and risk-averse, just about as well as you can, but I don't feel like we learned anything about this team in that game yesterday that we didn't already know, other than that maybe they can bow their backs up once in a while and stop opposing teams from running the football.
Well, it helps being a team like Carolina when you're feasting on a division which is really bad right now. In fact, there is a possibility after this coming weekend that all four teams in that division could be tied for first and last at the same time with 6 wins and 9 losses. So they feasted on that division. So did other teams in their own division. But the fact is, they did exactly what I thought they planned to do throughout the course of the season. That is, rely on a run game that did not start well, and they didn't commit to it well enough. They finally have, and I think you started to see a little bit of progress there. And they took advantage of their defense, which is what they're supposed to do. But it's been too infrequent for that to happen. So that's why they are what they are. And if you said it felt that way, it's probably because they started the day with a 0.2% chance of making the playoffs, and with a win, it's up to 0.3.
Yeah, I mean, yes. So you're saying there's a chance,
There's
Bob.
a chance. Hey, listen, it was 33-0 Colts the other day. I didn't think there was much of a chance in that game, and I certainly didn't expect the Raiders to get a win out of that game. So wilder things have happened, although that would be very difficult for me to envision.
I'm just glad that Bill Belichick now has to wear, even though he's the smartest coach or whatever in NFL history, he has to wear the dumbest play in NFL history happening under his watch. In all seriousness, though, Bob, I think if there's one other thing I would focus on coming out of that game, I think we've all watched, whether it's Kenny Pickett, especially when it's Kenny Pickett because he's supposed to be the future, or even Mitch Trubisky. We say, ooh, that looks nice. Look at how crisply and efficiently they ran the offense. Steelers ran the ball. They were multifaceted. But look at what's happened when they've run into, I guess by record, the two best teams on their schedule post-bye. The Bengals just simply outscore them, even though the Steelers put 30 points up. And then when they ran into Baltimore, even with Trubisky playing pretty well and moving the ball, Baltimore forced turnovers. So I am left wondering about the long-term utility of trying to play offense the way it seems Mike Tomlin wants his team to play offense. You've got to be able to put up points in bunches and take yards in chunks, and they just have not done that. What were the 3 touchdown lengths in this game? All under 10 yards? This team doesn't have a touchdown longer than 24. They have the fewest, I think, in the league over 10 yards. It's not a good look.
No, and their top receiver has no touchdown reception so far this season. But I do think it's a process with Kenny Pickett of getting this kind of season under his belt. I think you'll start to see more, in terms of aggression on offense as he continues to get longer into his career. But this season can do only one thing, and that's help him as they head into next year. We have a tweet here as I go to break, Chris, and we can talk about it when we come back. It's from Sean Kramer. I got a bunch of tweets, actually. In fact, one of them was talking about the Pirates. I won't get to that one right now. Sean Kramer says, with the NFL season, and of course, there it goes. With the NFL season closer to the playoffs, shouldn't the officiating be better than it is this time of year? Terrible all day yesterday. Nice digs, Chris. So he likes your clothes. We'll talk about that when we come back. We're due for a break. We'll do it to open up the phone lines at 412-575-2600. This is the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. We're live on Pittsburgh CW and simulcast on 93.7 The Fan.